Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you find me. Welcome. My name is Christina, and welcome to my channel. I wanted to hop on here because I'm trying to show up more, and yeah, I'm trying to show up more. Let's just do that. And I keep getting these nudges. I'm telling you, these nudges are just not going away. So I don't know what else to do. So I'm going to hop on, and I hope that this video and these videos find you and give you some benefit and some, peace of mind. I don't know, whatever value that you can get out of it. But anyway, I don't know about you guys, but the energies lately have been pretty intense. Yeah, it's just been really intense. A lot of stuff is being brought to light. And I'm also wanting to get on here and share a little bit. Like, I feel a little down, the past few months, something has shifted. Well, it's been shifting for a long time, but I feel like that something is really shifting on a deeper level. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of things have shifted deeper levels at different times, but I'm going through a big shift right now. And I've been isolating, and I've just been working on myself. I've been working on my body. I've been working on my mind. I've been working on my soul. You know what I mean? I've been working on all of it. But I got a little bit discouraged because I found out some news, well, I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to school to become a massage therapist. I feel like that is going to go hand in hand with, natural healing modalities that I'm really interested in. I feel like that'll go hand in hand in that. And I had forged this path. I really felt like that it was the right one. And I'm like, okay, great. I'm, finding my purpose. And they keep telling me there is no purpose. They keep telling me there's no purpose. They keep telling me that just being in the body is the purpose. The human likes to search for all these ways to be special and to be, valued and all this. And it's just like, you just being in the body is value enough. You just bringing your energy down into the body and grounding it and allowing your electromagnetic field to do its thing, that's enough. That's it. And that's hard for the human to comprehend because, like I said, the human has an ego that likes to be fed, and it likes to feel important and special and have a purpose. That's just what it does. So the human is having this experience right now of feeling let down. And I was like talking, and I was like, and they were like saying, and when I say they, I'm talking about the energies that are around me. They've never given me names because they say that where they come from, there is no names. They don't have names. They don't have bodies. They don't have individuality. So it's not the same as us, as the human species. And so there is no names. I just feel their presence, and I see their colors, and I feel them. And I'm telling you, it's amazing. But anyway, so they were saying that there's no purpose, and then whenever I found out, I got on a sidetrack. I hope this video makes sense and it's not everywhere. But anyway, so I'm going to school for massage therapy, and I'm getting ready to be doing clinicals. And so I'm having to apply for a student license from the state. So I'm getting ready to go do my fingerprints. I had a couple charges that were SES and SIS. I didn't know that you had to tell people. Oh, sorry, my dryer's done. I didn't know that you would have to inform people of SES and SI sealed records. that makes no sense. Why did I seal them if everybody can see them still? Like, what was the point of that? Some places can't see, but the like state is going to see. Then I looked it up to see if my charges would affect me getting a license. Possibly, more than likely, yes. It's going to make it where I can't get a license. So I started to think. I was just like, I'm doing I'm working my ass off, getting this schooling done, making my business plans. I mean, it's coming together, this and that. And then I'm like, okay, shit. So then I write to the board, explain to them about the situation and how I've changed and that I am no longer that person that had acquired those charges, and that there is a second chance in place. And so some crimes can be overlooked if you can explain it and you have had no other previous problems and how long the time's lapsed. So there is a small possibility. I put my email in. I'm still waiting for a response. So there it is. There it is, you know? And what they keep telling me is, if it's meant to be, it'll work out. If not, it's all going to work out anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, they literally are just like being my cheerleaders, and they're just like, it's going to be okay. Everything is perfect. Everything is happening for a reason, and everything is going to be fine. It's just hard because you know how much you've changed. I know how much I've changed, how far I've come. And I'm no longer embarrassed about my past, because the fact is I'm in awe of my past. Because I can't believe I've come this far. I know how low I went. And when I say low, I'm not saying I'm better or worse or anything. I'm just saying I was in a low time in my life. And to be where I am today is amazing. And I want to hold my head up high and not be ashamed of my past, because it does not define me. It is not who I am today. And that is so hard, because knowing that and standing in that and embodying that and knowing who you are now, and for your past to hinder who I want to be and how I want to show up in the world, I don't know. I don't know. So that's where I'm at today. Now that I've got all that jambalaya out beforehand, I'm starting to get to the real meat and potatoes of what's going on deep down. And so, but they keep saying, hey, you know, and they keep telling me too, don't be ashamed of that. You know, because I was starting to feel ashamed as I was looking at my but I have never been ashamed of that charge. I am going to go into more detail on a video. This is going to be about like my journey and what I came out of and to where I am today. But that's for another video. But I'm not ashamed of who I am. And you know what? If you guys or anybody else is going through this, I hope that you understand that your past doesn't define you. And you can be whoever you want to be, and you can show up however you want to show up. Just because other people won't reciprocate that does not mean you have to forget that. You know, even if I don't get a license and I'm not able to follow through with this journey, they keep saying one door will close, another one will open, you know, and the possibilities are endless. So I'm just going to have to keep going. Even though I'm disappointed and I feel like I have a loss right now, I'm going to keep going until they tell me there's no reason to keep going, because you're not going to get a license. And then I will step back and I will reevaluate, and then I might I might figure out that I just need to be in my body. I just need to be. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. It doesn't matter if I'm doing a mundane job or working at wherever you're working, or whatever you're doing does not matter. There is no purpose to this except to be in the body. As the soul embodies, as the soul comes more into the body and embodies it, you know, we just need to show up. We just need to show up. Anyway, I don't even know what else to say, but I just wanted to kind of get on here and let you know what was going on with me. And I hope you guys are all doing well. The energies have been crazy. I have had a lot of stuff coming up. I don't know about you guys. You could tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear what's going on in your lives, what's going on in your journey. What are some of the things that's coming up with you guys? I know that I've had a lot more irritability. I've had a lot more anger and rage coming up. I've had a lot more victim mentality, a lot of resentment, guilt, all those things that are no longer serving me. I'm holding on to them. And I really feel like they're being really highlighted right now because these are things that I feel like I need to let go of because they do not serve me. If I can hold the perspective that everything is perfect and everything is working out exactly how it's supposed to, and that I programmed this way before, I even entered the body, that everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be exactly how it's supposed to. And if I can just flow with it and let it flow and just show up, keep showing up, I'm going to be okay. If I could just keep showing up and stop resisting and stop trying to control everything and stop trying to figure everything out, because they keep telling me that I'm going to know everything I need to know when I need to know it. But the human likes to know everything beforehand, and it likes to control, and it likes to navigate, and it likes to worry, and it likes to figure things out, and thinks that if you worry and you figure things out 50 times in your head, it's going to work out that way in reality. But that's not what happens at all. It's not at all what happens. And I have let go of a lot of worry, because the fact is the reason I was worrying was because I thought if I worried that I would have a better outcome. Like I could control the outcome by worrying. Like that's what my thoughts were. If I can worry enough, I can change that outcome because I am worrying enough about it that it's going to change. No, sir. No, ma'am. It didn't. It doesn't. It just causes stress and anxiety. And so I have let go of worry a lot, but a lot of stuff's coming up, guys. Take it easy on yourselves. Be easy on yourselves. Have compassion and understanding for yourself and others. I know that is difficult a lot of times because we like to project everything that's going on to another person, and it's easier to blame them than to just look at what's going on within ourselves. I do that as well. I don't have it all figured out. I'm just saying what I feel resonates with me. I'm just going off of what is being brought to me, what they're saying. I honestly feel less and less connected to this world, and I know that that's crazy because I'm grounding more and more into the body, but I feel less and less connected to the world, and I'm feeling more isolated, and I feel more like I don't relate to anything out here. Like everything is foreign and crazy, and I don't know how to exist in it. I don't know how to exist in this. And a lot of the times I feel like an empty shell, a complete empty shell. And they say, hey, that's wonderful, because once you feel empty, you have more room to fill up. It's just, I feel like a lot of clearing is happening, a lot of alchemizing energies. This is just some darker stuff that I really don't like, and I don't really want to see, and I really don't want to, have to even deal with it. But I need to remember also that it's not me, that I am a soul and a body experiencing, having a human experience. I'm having a human experience, but I am not the human. And to know that I am none of this, and to just observe it, and just know that it's all playing out exactly how it's supposed to play out. It's just, and what's so crazy is I don't tell anybody about my life. I don't have any friends. I don't really have any family except my kids, really, not really, that I talk to. And I don't talk to my kids about any of this stuff. because they have different beliefs and different thoughts on things is the reason I don't talk to them about them. I allow everybody to have their own beliefs and their own ways that they want to be. So I never push that on anybody. How I see the world is not how everybody else sees the world, and I allow everybody, even my kids, to have their own views of the world. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I forgot. Anyway, I forgot. But yeah, it's just how we choose to view the world. I did a reading. I just got done finishing a reading. It was actually a good reading, but it was exactly what I was going through. I don't really usually do readings, but again, I was called to get on there and do it. And I'm telling you, it made me have a lot more understanding, even though I can talk to them directly and I hear them very clearly, you know, but it's like I have better conversations. Oh, I remember now what my train of thought was. I have better conversations with my whatever is around me, the energies around me, than I do with human beings. And I lost it again. But everything is going to work out. Everything's going to be okay. You know, I mean, it's going to be however it's going to be. I hope this video was helpful. I hope that this makes sense. I know this is a lot of like, just story time with me, really. I just want to let you guys know how I was doing, what was going on. Oh, and also I wanted to let you know, I finally remembered it, and I'm going to say it. I don't share my life with anybody. I do not tell anybody about my life. I don't go to work and talk about me. I don't tell anybody about what's going on. I'm a pretty closed off person. Yeah, I am a closed off person. I just don't share my life. And then to get on here and potentially anybody can see it, that's pretty difficult for me. And every time that I'm going through these things, they keep telling me, they're like, get on there, share it. There's going to be other people that need to hear this, that are going through the same thing. And, you know, all they're seeing is these versions that everybody's showing them. You know, that they're all doing great, fine, perfect. They're all aligned. They're ascending. Listen, they're trying to sell you shit. Okay? At the end of the day, all those people that are creating those channels are and ultimately trying to sell you stuff. So their agenda is going to be around their products, their services, their stuff. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. I was listening to this one lady, and I'm not going to say any names, but I could tell she was starting to get more into the marketing of things. And then her whole teachings were around her marketing, you know, her marketing. And then she had created this whole like thing in like Africa, to where, you know, you're going to go and embody your soul there. Like it's a life-changing event, and that, you know, she woke up the God spark in her and all this stuff. And I'm not dogging all this stuff, but I'm just saying. And so now she's selling tickets to this spot to have this soul merging God particle awakening happen for only the amount of so and so and so. I don't know about you guys, but I just don't know if I buy that. I don't need to go to Africa to embody my soul. I do not need to go to Africa to spark the God particle inside of me. This shit's happening naturally and organically, and you do not have to do anything. You do not have to go and do any cleanses. You do not have to go and do, you know, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is show the fuck up and feel and see. It's happening naturally, guys. This is stuff that we have no control over. We're not going to have control over this. This is just happening naturally. So you don't have to go to some foreign country and have this God awakening. It's happening already, you know? And so I stopped listening to her, and I just started to listen to myself and the energies around me. You know, I'm going to share some of the experiences on here of what I have, like when I'm interacting with them, because there's different experiences. There's some experiences, I guess we're just going to have a rant today. We're just going to be, hanging out. Let's just hang out and just talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. Okay. Let's go into some experiences that I've had whenever I'm channeling. And so that way you'll kind of know what that looks like. And you probably are doing it now. Everybody's available and has that access to it. Like, it's not that we're special. I'm not special at all. Like, y'all are doing it too. You have all of that capability. You just probably don't know it. And mine's gradually happening more and more as the soul embodies the body more. That stuff is awakened, and turned on. Anyway, so like how I can explain it is I hear them in my head, but the deal is it doesn't sound like another person. When it's in my head, it doesn't sound like another person. It sounds like me talking to myself. The difference is I know the difference, because the fact is the way they talk to me is nothing like I would talk to myself. Like that's just not how I talk to myself. They are more cheerleadery, more talking you through it. They're like, you got this, you can do this. It's okay. Take a deep breath. They're telling me all this stuff as I'm going through my life. They're talking to me like this. They're like, it's okay. They're like, just take a deep breath. Look at this, pause, this and that. They're being my cheerleaders the whole time that I am living my life, going through my triggers, going through these emotional releases, because God, I go through an emotional release at least once a day, if not more. Emotional releases. That shit just comes up. And I use scream therapy, to be honest, a lot of the times, because it literally gets it all out of your body. There's some times where it's so pressurized that it's like you have to get the energy out of your body, and you do not know how to get it out. So I go away from people and I go scream so loud. And then usually as I'm screaming and it's coming up, then it starts coming up as the crying and the down, deep, gutted, just crying, and then it goes back to the rage and the anger, and it's like I'm screaming and I'm mad and I'm saying things and I'm just so hateful and so mean, because I'm serious. This is what an emotional release looks like. It does not look pretty. It's not like all, wah, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. No fucking way. It's not. It's horrible. It's ugly. You're so hateful and evil and angry and mean. And I'm doing this all by myself, because nobody needs to see this shit. Nobody needs to see that. Okay, so that's what's happening there. And so you're screaming and hollering. I got off subject. We're going to get back on that. But this is an emotional release, what I end up having. And there's so many different ones. But the emotional release is like, it's so intense. And it could be any kind of feeling that you have. And then mental releases is like a lot of thought is going to bombard me, and it's like crazy. It's like causing me to have such anxiety, and it's fucking like hovering over me, and there's so much thought just pa, 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 pa. And it's like, oh my God, and you just want to just hover and be like, oh, shut up, you know what I mean? Because you cannot control the thoughts. That's more of like a mental release, and the emotional release of like the emotions and like that comes up in like anger, rage, and sometimes there's laughing though. Sometimes I'll just have like spontaneous laughing, and it's just like, where the fuck did that come from? And euphoria, and just like where I'm just like, I feel so high, and I'm not high. Like I feel like a high that I couldn't even establish with a drug, And anyway, that's some of what my emotional release looks like. We got way off topic. There is no topic today, though. It's just hanging out with Christina. Wow. Anyway, so let's get back on when I'm channeling, like what that looks like. So whenever I'm hearing them, it's like that inner chatter, inner dialogue. Other ways that they communicate with me is through, I can see their colors. When they're around, there's black, where it's like literally like a black fog. And I can literally put my hand through it and I cannot see my hand. That's what they look like. And then there's like a fog of like white. Same sense. When you put your hand through it, you can't see it, but you can feel the fog. It feels almost cold, like a chilly cold. It's because it goes inside of me. I see these colors. I've seen black fog. I've seen the white fog. There is a gold, but that kind of comes out of my head whenever I'm having a very big release and I can feel it popping my top off. And that's like almost a white diamond golden thing that happens, and it's just, oh my God. But that feeling is amazing. That's when I get really, really high and really, really, like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I feel amazing. But I see, oh, and I've seen the lavender. Those are the main colors: lavender, white, and black. It's almost like a bluish purple. And then I've had a really, really purple. Those are the colors, and those come around me. And when I feel them and they come around me, I feel light. Like, I can't even believe how light and love. I feel love, like an overabundance of love. I feel like that I'm having an orgasm in my heart, and it's about to explode. I immediately start to cry, and I immediately feel an overwhelming amount of love that I have never felt on earth. It's a love that's so magical. And then I start to take deep breaths. They are showing me I'm doing some kind of breathing. I don't even know, but it's some kind of rhythmic breathing. And then I see the fog go into me and go into me. And I'm breathing it out and going into me. And it's like it's almost clearing me, cleansing. It's almost like it's activating DNA. It's cleansing. It's doing whatever it needs to do. And it's giving me information that I need. That's one form that I get information. And then the other is the inner dialogue of, like, you know, them talking to me. And I can sit there and talk to them about anything. It's not just them talking me on and cheering me on. Like, we literally have conversations and they answer. It's just like I would be talking to you, except it's them. And then another way that I receive information is also that they come into me and speak through me as almost like a channeling. And they talk to me this way. They will come in, and whenever this happens, I start to feel a little bit, I know it's getting ready to happen because I start getting really moody, very agitated, very moody. I start almost feeling like annoyed and off. And yeah, that's what happens. And then as that happens, they come in. And the main one that comes in, he feels like a lion, a masculine lion energy. Masculine, when I'm speaking masculine and feminine, it is not a male or female. It's just the energies. And the masculine, and he comes up right here. And when he comes in me, it's like the human's still there, and it can hear and see and observe everything, but it's not there. It's like it's not speaking. And it sounds almost like a different voice when it comes through. It's different. It's not my voice coming through. It's different. And it is more firm, and it's just to the point, and it's just like, it's in your face, but in a loving way, but it's in your face. And it's like, listen, this is what's going on. What, you know, and it's just like boom, 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 but in the most loving way. And you love him. You love it. You love the energy. You know that it's out of love, but it's like just matter of fact. That's it. It's just like, it brings shit to light. That's all it does. It brings shit to light. And it's just telling you about it. It's just like, you know. And then I also have had where I have dreams that come true. Like, they will give me visions in a dream. And they will come true. I also have where I've had a vision where I was sitting somewhere and I had this vision, and it wasn't a vision. It was like, you know, you're almost like, it's like you're daydreaming, but you're not dreaming it. It's like something is brought to you, and it's like a reel, but it's not you making the reel. It's like the reel's just playing out and you're observing it. And then no shit, 30 minutes later, that reel that happened in my head that I had just thought of literally happened in real life. I also have another energy that just hangs out right next to me, and it feels more childlike, and it's more joyous and playful, and it's like my best friend, and we're just best friends, and I can talk to that one about anything. We just interact, and it's just carefree. Then there's another one that sits right behind me, and that's more of a feminine energy, and it's like right there on your shoulder, and it's like, it doesn't tell you what to do at all. It's just like straight up just gives you these little nuggets of stuff, like information, or nuggets of like, solutions or whatever. And a lot of the times I don't listen to it, and not now I do, but before I would listen to it, and it would just sit there with that. And I would go around, and as the human, how it likes to just make everything difficult. And I would go and be like, I wouldn't listen to it, and I just do it my own way, and this and that. And I ended up and be like taking that, and I'm like, damn it. I was like, fuck you. I should have just took that. So it's like, it's almost like the most intuitive thing, and it's like giving you these intuitive hits, but you've got to take them. You take it or leave it. They don't care. You take it or leave it. It's still just going to be there. And it's really loving too. I'm going to have to plug in my phone real quick. So we're going to move over here to my chair, since we're just hanging out. Okay. And so those are just some of the ways that I have experienced, I got to plug in my phone, experienced interactions with whatever's around me. I call it energy. I've also woken up to where they were rattling. I had candles and candle holders that were sitting by my bed, and I woke up to them rattling them like this. They were rattling them like that, and to where maybe it was like really loud. They have pulled off buttons off of my shirt when I'm wearing it. And I feel like when they do that, they just want you to know that they're there. It's nothing else. They have taken the salt lid off of my salt shaker and loosened it to where whenever I poured it in, that it fell. It's like stuff like that. They're more, those aren't the ones I'm talking to. I don't feel like, I feel like those were just different energies. I don't know. I think they were just letting me know that they were there. It's just, I've been connecting to them more. And it's like I feel more connected to them than I do anybody here in this world. Because the fact is like, I just feel foreign. I just feel really foreign. So that's why I'm getting on here as well, because I don't want you guys to feel foreign. I want you to understand that there's people going through the same things you're going through, and it's okay. And that you don't have to buy all this shit to get through it. You'll be fine. You're gonna make it. You're gonna be fine. I was wondering if there was anything else that I wanted to just get on here and talk about. I mean, we literally have just been on here for 30 minutes, and I've just been gabbering about whatever and anything and everything. But I'm going to go ahead and post this because, you know what? Maybe somebody needs to hear me up here jibber jabbering to realize that they're going to be okay. I really am going to start making my videos about how I got to this point and what that looked like, because I really feel like that's going to help a lot. I really need to be getting on that. They keep telling me to. They're like, get on there. Get on there. They need to hear it. 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 And I'm just like, oh my God. Because that's going to really be, I mean, I'm telling you everything about me, about my life. That's scary. It's scary because the human don't like being judged. But I don't care anymore. I'm getting to the point where I just don't give a fuck anymore. I just don't give a fuck anymore. I'm just going to be me and do me, and I'm unapologetic about it. I'm just tired. I'm tired of all the restraints that are on us. I'm tired of always feeling like I got to be perfect. I'm tired of feeling like I've always got to be doing this because this expectation is on us. There's so many expectations on us. We put on ourselves, and everybody else puts on us, and the societal, expectations, and it's just smothering me. It's smothering me. So I don't know what's to come. I don't know if the current path I'm on is going to play out, and I don't know, You know, I'm sure if this one doesn't play out, that there's going to be an even better one to wait. I know it. I know it. I know everything's going to work out. And then I go back and forth to the, you know, it is. It's a constant thing, guys. It's a constant thing. One day you're going to be like so confident and so like, you know, you've got this, everything's freaking aligned, you're feeling great. And then the next day you're in victim mentality and you're like, the fucking world sucks. That's what this is. This is just an up and down battle of, you know, and it's not even a battle. It's just an up and down. It's an up and down. Well, it is a battle with yourself because nobody likes to look at themselves. It's hard. It's hard to really see. And when all this deep, deep stuff is coming up, it's going to be really hard to see. But realize that it's not you. It is not you. All right, guys. Well, I love you all. And I hope you're doing well. And I would love to hear from you in the comments about your journeys. Until next time, bye.